come and make things successful here. Abdulwahab Bokodie.
Takramada wujum na mujadi afusani. As usual, the human selection yanye bia yadi Vietnam studio ha ye ba bedwindwene oman kronkron Ghana ho edie. Asida na de mo twedi ampon Nyankopon. De Abdallah.
Yeah.
Oman kronkron Ghana ye yare o. I say yehwena ye yankasa ye Pedro ma emmaye ho.
Oman no
mu yare. Because the parliamentarians best spend hours, months, years to prepare a bill about parliament or passing into an act. That act, Bema Ebinumanya employment, only for the act to become redundant. We have an act establishing Environmental Protection Agency, an act establishing Food and Drugs Authority, an act establishing Narcotic Control Commission.
Okay.
And we can count and count and count and count and count. Meaning, currently, as we are speaking, these institutions, for me, from where me take as at now, they are just useless. Parliament has wasted their time. Parliament has wasted the resources and taxpayers' money. Created job for people and they do nothing. I can't make me understanding how on earth that we have narcotic commission at our various borders, and yet the influx of how do you call it? These
Indroboni.
Uncertified drugs, Food and Drugs Authority is in this country where we know that a draw and as a BB, if it is being the if it is written in any other language rather than the English language that a Ghanaian can read and understand, that drug is not allowed into this country called Ghana. Go to a friend saying race course. Go to KJTI, Dubai, and see, go to railways and see the kind of drugs that into the system. Meanwhile, they're in other countries. I think it's the time I was say with this issue of drugs, Krampono, it should be like Parliament should recall the law back and put it in it that it is a treasonable offense. Other than that, the youth of this country are just going down the drain. From where I sit today and from what I am seeing, Minya Abdallah, in the next 2 decades, if I don't know if I will be alive by that time, and I said, we here will be alive at that time. Ultimately, we will come and sit, and I will tell you, will you recall on the 28th of October, 2023, on Royal TV, as about 9:21 p.m., I made this passionate call that this country is crashing. Why? Minion, what is happening in this country?
Okay.
In fact, whoever advised the President Akufo-Addo to cancel this Ministry of Monitoring and Evaluation has done a great disservice to this country called Ghana. And I hope and pray that...
which ministry?
Monitoring and Evaluation.
I
think, it is no longer there. It has been scrapped out. And I may say, any successive... And I make actually say, but he would have been advised by some people. What you must say?
Yeah.
Any successive government should establish that. And I said there should be an act for monitoring and what? Evaluation office. So that these institutions will be taken on. Drugs have taken center stage in this country. And any country that the youth are on drugs, that country has no future.
Maminda wasi Jackson memo kwaba e wo true to power so.
Meda wasi be ma ba.
Abusuan fo ho ye.
Nyame adom obi a ho ye. And for once I will associate myself with Minua
Abdulwahab.
se unya aban a wabo ye mfi taduku ese na mo prayer profi ni trim kansam a menua wa ha ba kan it makes so much sense nyansa ne aba wom a ye redere ye man no a o man ni betimi agina. A healthy nation, they say, is a wealthy nation. But President Akufo-Addo, a human rights lawyer, ya nipa fa ahudie eni onipa sitrem mpuntuo eno ho adwuma no osua ye enti human rights no ne fa ba bi ja say ye ma wodasani atena na wanya na somdwie ene ni mudie na so panyin ba ye wono amu ye fita na wabo wo fom oman ne se brato enti mfa ne ho de ni minister say ye enye na sem okoka na ono asa be defend enti ebeden no ono opebiribia ya anka such an important bureaucratic system like monitoring and evaluation waguno oso mba yo madwuma awie won say afei adena anka ebe putu minister of the ministries and ministers on their toes amoma ye adwuma no wono aban na the benchmark and the record stake na da ho no we ye fi ho and why your money free for all autopilot country emra nya adwuma bibi anya adwuma because wono no wanya de wanya chana kere Japan kae no wo mo fum wo man sika sade ta chi ni ho nti ministries no obi eye ne ope me be ka kire wo na ano am wada ma otun sa frame me abdi me ka sa se me say President Akufo-Addo asai wo man no an say obi eye ne ope ukope local government adwuma aye local government be fall within the local government system ubetua 15,000 ukope police ubetua 12,000 wako teacher training awie kra senya wo certificate awie atro the unnecessary bogus licensure examination what tire champo upe posting utua 8,000 uwo Ghana Health Service utua 10,000 ye post to as a nurse utua 10,000 ye post to as a teacher utua 8,000 as bribe because by name munifie
as can ministry in Nigeria na say
by na perfect corruption enti obia na be norm enti o report to enko ba bia
me patch say ministry in Nigeria na nkra bi na
people within the ministry are betime aid the process ama wo wanya posting enya financial clearance no bribe ba ye jewo Ghana ni ba na ukwa di say kwa de aba ne say uwo ministry nim na bia wo one region na wo pay transfer akọ different region and who try bribe 5,000 Ghana cedis bribe abaya say ebi mu birth right because abaya na mu je bribe now it is synonymous to the MPP wo msuma no bribe je wo kai Haruna Eseku
yana fa wono sina ya move to the issue
wo kai Haruna Eseku former Greater Accra regional chairman was the president
national chairman
David Haruna Eseku no a regional chairman
Haruna Eseku okay
no a regional chairman Greater Accra was the president Kofo je kickback friend bribe wo jam ye nya ba bi mfangu e wo su just what in the car osu abankesiem President Kofo je bribe wa man ye nya ba bi mfangu just what in the car about reverse the asase agu the car boot no de akọ Haruna Eseku President Akufo-Addo so ba ye Ken Japan say wo pese wo chia na na money o we de mpanifo iframa no ne be chia me nam so mo family ncha wo betwa 20,000 entimi ni menua ne ya adwen say yamfa ne ansi fo mo a ba bi Akufo-Addo say wo man no aye hu enuboni tu atese a na corruption so afi ne sen okay that government or say today if you decide to fight corruption in Ghana corruption will rather fight you
okay Abdul Wahab, back to you. Kenya challenges which young Kenyan some we say later development actually we say almost solve there. Say Greco any ECG the statement about Bontin say na a gas supply to Tema and a problem eba home, but odo more is kasam. But for now, information we are gathering actually say it is resolved. But say resolve, any resolve. The point is say, is it then in a Ghana for you or how Kenyan some for some time now, but no definite timeline, no definite timetable to say yebe call your attention. Say this is the situation. Tino, yeah, die also for a period of time. A drew Bibia ebe normalize. I don't know if you've observed these outages across the country.
Agala.
Yeah.
Answer number one. You see, sometimes when we come to these yeba platforms to see, now say yeba be discuss a very serious issue. Now say you chip in with certain issue. These kind of politicking, it wouldn't help the matter or solve the problem at all. Sometimes this is a very serious issue I am dealing with. Politician. We are talking about institutions, people have been appointed, people have been given posts, people have been paid with the taxpayers' money, and they refuse to work. Instead of you calling them out, tell them that what you guys are doing there, they say them what that part they did. It means that you guys are not working. You don't deserve to take our taxes that we pay as salary. But here talking about Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo will go and leave them there. If your John Mahama come back to take the position, they will still act the same way. You are not interested about the youth. You are interested about a politician who is going, who has no kids, who are into that drugs. I am from the Zongo community.
But say the politicians are in charge of the system.
Don't go there and be talking about the
politician
is in charge of
and
the system.
they in charge of the system.
To see who are we saying? Who is telling us about Yakania? Is it not Greco? Is the president talking about it? Because he's not in charge of the Greco. Unless Tobo Mahama made himself a PRO for Greco. And once you descend to that level, you'll be dealt with on that level. What am I saying? When the institution come, that's the relevant institutions to deal with their problem. When it comes to the governmental level, I do ministry, I do presidency, I do speaker. That institution can no longer handle it. It calls for government attention. But when the whole president, not a minister, decide to become a PRO for Greco, then they will deal with you as a worker of Greco. That was what John Mahama did. We'll come to that. But let me tell you one funny thing about it. And then the program here we are doing, running successfully. Royal TV will take the credit. Sure. But when it backfires, who is supposed to take the credit? The backlash. Is it not the host? Maybe IIT. When we start hitting each other, you will bypass everybody and go and talk about the manager who is even sleeping by now. What was the host doing? So, Masa, this is a serious thing I'm talking about. I'm from the Zongo community. I have seen what I'm seeing. Let's not bring any politics about these drug issues. And at the appropriate time, what is happening? It's just the tip of the iceberg.
And politicians have nothing to do with drug issues.
No, let's not talk about the politician today. Let's talk about the one the politician gave the mandate to preside over that particular area. Who is sleeping?
Na politician ama will be a kwanya say shehana nipano eda. The politician said let me learn, please. Politician said on so hunyansa say nipa yi mese won kohwe ha na woda. Mame emfa aba enkanya no say wo da nyane.
Wo krumu. Were you not in this country when Sekou Nkrumah was sacked? And then when the president Mills met him and was talking about, oh, Masa, you if you what da. How will the president know if we in the Zongo communities, we in the various communities are not coming out on this big platform to tell the president that the people you have appointed are failing you? How will he know?
Abdul who shocking me? What's the president who want me who? Let me come. Minim Samina Mente was here.
No, you are doing me.
You continue. Calm down. Minim Samina Mente was here. Jackson Beboami. Samina Mente was here.
Yes, I want to miss you. And
I remember one casa.
No, you talk.
Because I find it difficult to appreciate you say, or my panini etiho, na wa pony to me ama obi, nesebi, sa yeno, enko ye, na ebe catch me say, or my panini de ne hoson. One of the others who been shown to know, Mammy bomb my panini. They want to say, I'm so me busawu.
Oman panini upon it, Pakusu, Eddie Amau, Sashaso. Nasa Pakus on BB air Kosuho, Oman panini tin crank. It is a Pakusuni and country Oman panini say, near one them seen in what Pakusu Edine, Oman panino, Hoya, Hoya, who's a busy or Pakus. Unless you are trying to be me.
System then we are doomed.
Like what?
Sesania can assign a tedia.
If what you want me, if what I'm trying
with securities in the system, now we expect the residents of a community to talk, to come out and sign on my panini.
Don't worry, we have the security in the system. Yeah, where are we? We have the security in the system. Yeah, we have assembly members. We have the assembly members here. We have unity committee members.
Yes.
If one person, one single soul can know everything, then we would have allowed it from the assembly member. Maybe area if my assembly member do not take you to the floor of the assembly, how would the municipal chief executive, even who is in my same municipality, would know my problem? So let's not try to create impression that once you become a president, you have eyes all over you, you have ears, you are everywhere.
Okay, land so that Jackson